Hello everyone. Do you know what America's largest invasive mammal is? It's the wild boar, scientifically known as Sus scrofa. With a population of about 9 million, these creatures are spread throughout the United States. So what damage do they cause to humans and the ecosystem? And what methods do hunters use to deal with them? We invite you to watch the video to find out. Are you prepared to embark on this immersive adventure? Don't forget to leave a comment with the number 1 to show your excitement. Wild boars are a major economic threat in the United States, causing an estimated $2.5 billion in damage annually. This immense financial burden is felt most acutely in Texas, where the damage alone is estimated at $400 million each year. The widespread destruction these animals cause affects various sectors, including agriculture, infrastructure, and the environment. Have you ever considered the financial impact of invasive species on local economies and how such costs are managed? States like Georgia in particular face severe challenges due to the destructive habits of wild boars. Large fields of corn and other crops are often uprooted and trampled by these invasive animals, leading to significant financial losses. A single herd of wild boars can devastate an entire crop field overnight, leaving farmers with little to salvage. This not only affects the farmer's immediate income, but also has long-term implications for food supply and prices. Can you imagine the frustration and financial strain on farmers who have to repeatedly deal with such devastation? In addition to agricultural destruction, wild boars cause extensive damage to property and infrastructure. Their rooting behavior can undermine roads, damage buildings, and disrupt water systems. This kind of destruction can lead to costly repairs and maintenance, straining public and private resources. Damaged roads and culverts require immediate attention to prevent accidents and ensure public safety. What do you think communities can do to protect their infrastructure from these relentless invaders? To mitigate this threat, coordinated hunting activities and effective management strategies are essential to safeguard both livelihoods and ecosystems impacted by wild boar. Hunting wild boars in the United States requires hunters to adhere to strict licensing and regulatory requirements. To participate in hunting activities, hunters must obtain a full hunting license and a hunting card. Additionally, they must have a thorough understanding of the hunting regulations specific to each state, as these can vary widely. These regulations are designed to ensure the safety, legality, and ethical standards of hunting practices. Shotgun hunting is a prevalent method for managing wild boar populations. Utilizing the power and precision of 12 and 20 gauge shotguns. These shotguns are favored for their versatility and effectiveness in close-range encounters. Making them ideal for the dense vegetation and rugged terrain where wild boars are often found. Hunters must be well versed in the use of these firearms. Understanding their range and impact to ensure ethical and successful hunts. The choice between 12 and 20 gauge shotguns typically depends on the hunter's preference. With the 12 gauge offering more stopping power and the 20 gauge providing a lighter, more manageable option. Especially, hunting wild boars requires a high level of skill and a deep understanding of their behavior. Successful hunters must be adept at tracking these animals, which are known for their intelligence and elusive nature. Wild boars are highly adaptive, often changing their patterns to avoid detection. This means that hunters need to be familiar with the terrain and the habits of the boars in their specific region. Knowledge of their feeding times, movement patterns, and preferred habitats is crucial. Additionally, hunters must be skilled in the use of their equipment, whether it be firearms or trapping devices, and be prepared to respond quickly to the boar's aggressive behavior when cornered. The combination of these skills and knowledge is essential for effectively managing the wild boar population and mitigating the damage they cause. But hunting wild boars presents several significant challenges that require both skill and caution. One of the primary obstacles hunters face is the dense vegetation in the areas where wild boars are commonly found. This thick foliage limits visibility and shooting range, making it difficult to spot and accurately target these elusive animals. The dense vegetation not only provides cover for the boars, but also creates a hazardous environment for hunters, who must navigate through tangled underbrush and uneven terrain. Have you ever tried to move quietly through a dense forest? Another major challenge is the aggressive behavior of wild boars, especially when they feel threatened or cornered. Wild boars are known for their strong, unpredictable nature, and they can become highly dangerous when provoked. Hunters must be prepared to face these aggressive animals, which can charge unexpectedly and inflict serious injuries with their sharp tusks. This behavior makes hunting wild boars not only a test of skill, but also a test of nerve and preparedness. What measures do you think hunters can take to protect themselves from the aggressive nature of wild boars? However, when it comes to hunting wild boars, ethical considerations play a crucial role in determining the effectiveness of various methods. Ethical hunting practices ensure that the animals are hunted humanely and that their populations are managed responsibly. This involves adhering to hunting regulations, using appropriate equipment, and ensuring quick and humane kills to minimize suffering. Hunters must balance the need to control the wild boar population with the imperative to treat animals with respect. How do you think ethical considerations impact public perception of hunting practices? In particular, one of the advantages of hunting wild boars is its accessibility and relatively low cost compared to other wildlife management strategies. Shotgun hunting, for example, is a popular method because it does not require expensive equipment or specialized training. Most hunters can participate with basic gear and licenses, making it an accessible option for many. This approach allows for widespread participation, which is crucial for managing the large and rapidly growing wild boar population. Additionally, the low cost of entry encourages more hunters to take part, contributing to more effective population control. Have you ever considered how the accessibility and cost of hunting methods influence participation and effectiveness in wildlife management? Besides, helicopter hunting is a widely utilized method for managing wild boar populations, especially in states such as Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. This technique allows hunters to cover large areas quickly, increasing the chances of locating and eliminating these invasive animals. The use of helicopters provides a significant advantage in terms of speed and efficiency, enabling hunters to access remote or densely vegetated areas that would be challenging to reach on foot. Have you ever seen or heard of helicopter hunting in action? What are your thoughts on this method? Specialized helicopters, such as the Robinson R-44 and Bell 206 Jet Ranger, are typically used for this purpose. These helicopters are often equipped with semi-automatic rifles like the AR-15 and AR-10, which are effective for quick and precise targeting from the air. The combination of advanced aerial technology and powerful firearms makes helicopter hunting one of the most effective methods for controlling wild boar populations. This approach, however, requires significant expertise and coordination to ensure safety and effectiveness. Before engaging in helicopter hunting, hunters must obtain the necessary permits. One crucial requirement is obtaining written permission from the landowner where the hunting will take place. Additionally, hunters need to secure a helicopter hunting permit, such as the one issued by the Department of Parks and Wildlife in Texas. These permits ensure that the hunting activities are conducted legally and ethically, maintaining a balance between population control and wildlife conservation. Have you ever considered what it takes to organize such a complex hunting operation? What do you think about the regulatory measures in place to govern helicopter hunting? One of the primary advantages of using helicopters is the ability to cover large areas quickly and efficiently. This method allows hunters to locate and target multiple groups of wild boars over expansive landscapes, which would be nearly impossible to achieve through traditional ground hunting methods. The aerial perspective provides a clear view of the terrain and the movements of the boars, making it easier to track and approach them without the obstacles that dense vegetation often presents. Moreover, the success rate of helicopter hunting is remarkably high. Hunters using this method can eliminate up to 30 wild boars per hour, a rate that far exceeds what can be accomplished on foot or with ground vehicles. This high success rate is crucial in areas with dense wild boar populations, where rapid and significant reductions in numbers are necessary to mitigate the extensive damage these animals cause. The efficiency of helicopter hunting not only helps in controlling the wild boar population, but also reduces the overall time and resources required for effective management, making it a preferred method in many states heavily impacted by these invasive animals. However, one of the primary challenges in hunting wild boars is the high cost of operations. Hunting, particularly with advanced methods like helicopter hunting, requires significant financial investment. The costs include purchasing and maintaining equipment, securing permits, and hiring skilled personnel. Helicopters, for example, are expensive to operate, with fuel, maintenance, and pilot fees adding up quickly. This financial barrier can limit the number of hunters able to participate in such operations, thereby reducing the overall effectiveness of wild boar population control efforts. Additionally, weather conditions also play a crucial role in the success of wild boar hunts. Adverse weather, such as heavy rain, strong winds, or extreme temperatures, can significantly hamper hunting activities. Poor weather can limit visibility, making it difficult for hunters to track and locate wild boars. Additionally, wet or muddy conditions can make terrain difficult to navigate, posing safety risks to hunters on foot and complications for those using vehicles or helicopters. These unpredictable weather challenges require hunters to be highly adaptable and prepared for sudden changes, which can complicate the planning and execution of hunting expeditions. In particular, another significant challenge in wild boar hunting is managing noise and disturbance. Hunting activities, especially those involving helicopters and firearms, generate considerable noise, which can disturb local wildlife and nearby human populations. The noise can cause wild boars to flee, making them harder to track and hunt. Additionally, disturbances to the environment can lead to complaints from residents and conflicts with conservation efforts aimed at protecting other wildlife species. Balancing the need to control wild boar populations with minimizing noise and environmental disturbance is a delicate and ongoing challenge for hunters and wildlife managers alike. What measures do you think should be prioritized to control this invasive species? Have you seen or experienced the effects of wild boars in your area? We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to our channel for more insights and updates on this critical issue. See you in the next videos.